Deadly Star Conference Room. 8 imperious senators and generals sit around a conference table. Imp- 8 imperious Bin, shut up. Now after the conference scene, we'll go to most easy and gamble a while. SC20 int. Deadly Star Conference Room. 8 imperious senators and generals sit around a conference table. Imperious stormtroopers stand guard around the room. Commander Tagatootin, a young, slimy-looking, really the script says that a general is speaking. Tagatootin, until this battle station is fully operational, we are vulnerable in damn vincible. The rebellion of rebels is too well equipped. They're more dangerous than you realize. The bitter Admiral Model, the voice of arrogance, twists in his chair. He unwinds and says, Model, dangerous to your Starfleet, Commander, not to this battle station. Tagatootin, the rebellious rebellion of rebels will continue to gain a support in the Imperious Senate as long as. Suddenly, all heads turn as the Grand Moff Tarpon, holding a long leather leash with Darth Vacuous on the other end, enters. Tarpon, the Imperious Senate will no longer be of any concern to us, though the younger audience would be confused by this. Isn't the Imperious Senate part of, the Imperium? I've just received word that the umpire has dissolved the council into a sticky liquid goo permanently. The last remnants of the old republic have been swept away. Tagatootin, that's impossible. How will the umpire maintain control without the bureaucracy? Tarpon, the regional governors now have direct control over their territories. They can make holidays, declare civil war, no one cares what they do. We burned every record of them, including the Public Archives building. I hear that one governor declared National Gungan Slaughter Week. Fear will keep the local systems in line. Vacuous, I find your lack of faith disturbing. Tarpon, not yet, VAC, sorry. Tarpon, fear of this battle station. Tagatootin, and what of the rebellers? If the rebels have obtained a complete technical readout of this battle station, it is possible, however unlikely, that they could find a small exhaust port that would just happen to lead to the main reactor. Yes, they might find a weakness and accomplishment it. Tarpon, accomplishment it? Tagatootin, I looked in a thesaurus for a longer way to say exploit. Tarpon, context, you fool. Context. Vacuous, the plans you refer to will soon be back in our hands. Tarpon, everyone here is either too arrogant or too pessimistic. It's a wonder the Imperium is as strong as it is. Study 3600, this scene is boring me half to death. Get on with it. Model, any attack made by the rebels against this station would be a useless signal. Tarpon, signal? Model, instead of gesture. Vacuous, don't be too high-minded of this applied scienceological fright you have erected. The talent to undo a wandering star is unimportant beside to the force of the Force. Tarpon strokes his proboscis in annoyance and fumes. Model, don't try to terrify us with your wizard's ways, King Dents. Your melancholy devotion to that elder faith has not given you. Vacuous, I find your lack of dogma disturbing. Model is lifted out of his seat and slammed into the conference room ceiling again and again. Tarpon, fully unfurling his wings and standing to his full height. Enough of this. Vacuous, release him, now. Vacuous, as you hope. Model falls to the top of the conference room table with a thud. Tarpon, and I want every thesaurus in this station burned. Now Lord Vacuous will have those plans back in our hands by the time this station is fully operational. We will then crush the rebellion with one. Vacuous, expeditious caress. Tarpon, whatever the hell. Last edit, July 7, 2021 at 10 p.m. by Brent Coivapolo 888. Love is sacrifice. Brent Coivapolo 888. Administrator. Grand Inquisitive. Just got a cat named Galadriel. Posts, 3,446. Member is online. July 7, 2021 at 10:14 p.m. Post by Brent Koivapolo 888 on July 7, 2021 at 10:14 p.m. Scene 21 EXT Patootie Day. A burning vehicle is out the middle of nowhere with dead Javas, coffee-drinking desert dwellers, strewn about. Marcus, looks like the sandpuppies did this. There's a tire tool, a log chain and a 12-gauge shotgun. Been there, know this was the work of imperious stormtroopers. Sandpuppies would have left empty beer cans everywhere and cut donuts in the sand with their pickups. R2 starts a fire with a miniature flamethrower. C-Stinkio drops a Java into the fire. The Java promptly jumps up and runs off across the desert, with his robes aflame. Java, Utini E. Marcus, hey, these are the Javas that I got the droids from. Find another live one, I want a refund. EXT space. Imperious bowties race toward the deadly star. SC-22 int. Deadly Star Detention Cell. Princess Lee is playing with her Barbie dolls, when suddenly, Darth Vacuous enters, followed by a black machine. Considering Darth Vacuous is a black machine, maybe there was a better way of saying that. VAC, and now, Your Highness, we shall dialogue about the whereabouts of your secret hidden rebel hideout. Lee, you will never make me talk. A stormtrooper grabs one of her feet and straps it to a little table extended from the robot. VAC, oh yes, you will. We have ways of making you chat. A feather extends to Lee's foot and starts tickling it. Lee, you should know that I would ho never consciously woo betray the wahoo oh stop re hoo bell ion please stop he. Vacuous makes a gesture with him fingers, stepping forward. Lee starts gasping. VAC, I find your lack of. Troop number 2, oh, please, not again. With that, Vac starts choking troop number 2. Troop number 3, enough of this. Vac, release him. Vac starts choking troop number 3. Now, with Vac trying to choke 3 people at once, Han Solo enters, blaster drawn. HAN, now you can't block my blaster bolts or pull my gun away. Han is suddenly staring into the nozzle of Greedo's blaster. Greedo, Utaguda, Solo? HAN, what the hell did you just say? Study 3600, hold on, people, one scene at a time, one movie at a time. You'll all get your chances. GL, I'm with study. Anyway, next scene. SC-23 EXT Wastelands of Patootie Day. Marcus and Bin there throw bodies of Javas onto bonfire. Every so often, one of the Java gets up and runs off screaming. Marcus, I want to come with you to All Drained. I want to get drunk and hit on Princess Lee. Whack. Bin there, what did I tell you about leaving your twin sister alone? Whack. Voice of Yogurt, not yet, I told you. Been there, mumbling, FR asterisk 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 Muppet. SC-24 EXT Patootie Day. Long shot of Speeder with Bin there, Marcus and droids. Speeder glides past camera from left to right, a few moments later, the Speeder glides past, right to left. Everyone in Speeder is gesticulating wildly. SC-25 EXT Patootie Day. Marcus and Bin there stand on bluff overlooking city. Bin there, most easy spaceport. You'll never find a higher concentration of cross-dressers and drag queens in the galaxy. We must be cautious. Marcus, why? Whack. SC-26 EXT Patootie, a street in most easy. Marcus Speeder is stopped by a STOMPTROOPER. STOMPTROOPER, let me see your identification. Bin there, makes small gesture with hand, you don't need to see his identification. STOMPTROOPER, I don't need to look at your ID card. Bin there, irritated, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Stomptropr, we know these aren't the droids. Been there, getting really angry, he can go about his business. Stomptropr, Been there pulls script out from under the speeder's dashboard and throws it at Stomptropr. Been there, this has got to be the simplest acting job you will ever have. All you have to do is repeat after me. GL, okay, take it easy. Stomptropr, reading script, you can go about your business, move along. Speeder pulls away, been there muttering. SC-27 EXT Patootie most easy spaceport day. Marcus and been there climb out of speeder in front of old cantina. Marcus, do you really think we will find a pilot to take us to all drained? Been there, most of the best freighter pilots come here. Marcus, how do you know? Whack. Been there, do I need to throw the script at you too? Calms down, only, watch your step, this place can be a little rough. SC-28 in Patootie most easy PUB day. Marcus has been there, and the droids walk into cantina. As the crowd in cantina sees them, they start howling and blowing wolf whistles. As camera pans crowd, there are many different humans and aliens, some in outlandish dresses. A drag queen is on a small stage crooning a song. She winks at Marcus and been there as they walk in. WOOHOO, hey. You're droids. You'll have to leave them outside. Marcus approaches bar. Marcus, warm milk please. WOOHOO, you want what? Marcus realizes this is a cantina and decides to order something a little more dangerous. Marcus, one of those fruit cocktails with an umbrella in it? Woho turns around, muttering to himself. Meanwhile, Marcus has attracted the attention of some rather unsavory characters. Noseman, hey, watch it. The whole bar goes silent. Noseman, he doesn't like you. Entire bar, chorus, he doesn't like you. Noseman, I don't like you either. Entire bar, chorus, we don't like you either. Noseman, I suggest you watch yourself. We're wanted men. Well, at least a man and some kind of alien, but we're wanted. I have the death sentence in 12 systems. Marcus, yawn. I'm tired. I have a booger collection. Want one? Noseman, arf. Pushes Marcus into a stack of crates. Bin, sorry, but I can't let you do this. Takes out Brightsaber. Slices both criminals in half. Bin, sighs. Bin there pulls Marcus to his feet and points to Cookie Monster. Bin there, Chunkalunk here is first mate on a ship that may suit us. Marcus follows Bin there and the cookie to a booth where Hands OFF waits. Hands off. I'm captain of the Millennium Bug. Chunky here says that you are looking for passage to all drained. Bin there, indeed, if it's a reliable ship. Hands, reliable? You've never heard of the Millennium Bug? Bin there, yes, but perhaps under a different context. Hands, you may have also heard it referred to as the Millennium Fountain. Ring a bell? Bin there, sorry. Perhaps it's not as famous a ship as you're making it out to be, sir. Hands, well, she's reliable enough for you, old man. What's the cargo? Bin there, only passengers. Myself, the boy, 2 droids, and no questions asked. Hands, some kind of local trouble? Whack. Bin there, I said no questions asked. Obi-Wan, let's just say we'd like to avoid playing Twister with the Imperious. Hands, now that's a real trick, and it's gonna cost you a little extra, 10,000, all in advance. Obi-Wan, pleasantly surprised, great, I have 20,000 Republic dactories. Whack. Spirit of Ligon, that's not going to work, young Padleon, shakes head sadly. Obi-Wan, exasperated, when are you going to quit calling me Padawan? Yoga knighted me 32 years ago after I did a better job polishing off that Sith Lord than you did. Marcus, impatiently, if we can get back to the business at hand. Whack. Whack. Marcus cowers from the double whack from Ligon and Obi-Wan. Spirit of Ligon, to Marcus, silence. I will not tolerate your insolence. If it weren't for your near uncle, no one would be in this mess right now. Marcus, huh? Whack, FedExed from De Globa. Yoga's voice, down, Ligon, the time for this it is not. Spirit of Ligon, very well, master, back to the boredom of the afterlife I go, fades. Obi-Wan, we can pay you 2,000 now, plus 15 when we reach all drained. Hands, 17,000, huh? Obi-Wan, no, I meant 2015 total. Chunky, growls in warning. Obi-Wan, okay, 17,000 it is. Marcus, 17,000. We could almost buy our own ship for that. Whack. Hands, but who's gonna fly it, kid? You. Marcus, you bet I could. I'm not such a bad pilot myself, you know. Chunky, laughs in cookie speak. Marcus, what's so funny, hairball? Hands, Chunky says he's seen you fly and that paper airplanes and model rockets don't count. Marcus, turning red in the face with anger and embarrassment, forms a circle with his thumb and middle finger, narrowing his eyes in concentration. Hands, choking, okay, don't be so sensitive. Obi-Wan, Vader Marcus. Release him. Marcus complies, but sulks. Whack. Obi-Wan, stop your G*** whining. I think we can afford this pilot's terms. To Hands, we just need to go get the 2,000 together. How soon can we be going? Hands, soon as you're ready, docking bay 94. Obi-Wan, 94. Hands, notices stormtroopers infiltrating cantina, looks like someone's taking an interest in your handiwork, old man. Stormtroops is seen walking towards the direction of our heroes. The troopers walk past Hands and Chunky while our heroic vermin smugglers give them a look like you can move your A** along too. Hands, 17,000, those poor S must really be desperate. This could really save my neck, get back to the ship and get her ready. Chunky walks out the cantina and as Hands starts to leave, his arch nemesis, Greedy Yo, steps to the plate. Greedy Yo, translated from Huttese Yo, mu *****, what's up? You didn't think you leaving my lonely *** without kissing me goodbye, now was you? Hands, nah, Greedy Yo, I just going to see your boss, tell Pizza that I got his money. Greedy Yo, what did you say? Hands, I was just going to see your boss. Whack. Greedy Yo, as he points the blaster in Hands' face, let me tell you something, human flesh excrement, I don't have a boss. I have a freelance employer, you got me, you pizza-loving bootlicker. Hands, wiping off the blood from his mouth where he had got ton pimp slapped ya Greedy Yo, whatever man, you got this one. Greedy Yo, I thought so be ************************************************************************************************************************** Anyway, if you give me the money, I might forget that I even saw you. Hands, come on, son, don't get at me like that, dog, I don't have it with me, tell Pizza. Unbeknownst to Greedy Yo, that Hands is reaching for his blaster on the low, and has taken the safety off. Greedy Yo, all that, Pizza don't be having no time for people and their bull ****** excuses. Punk ***** wannabe smugglers who drops their shipment at the first sign of trouble. Hands, while coolly pulling the blaster from his holster, even I get bored sometimes. You think I have a choice? Greedy Yo, tell that lame excuse to Pizza, he may only take you ship. Hands, over my dead body. Greedy Yo, that's the idea. You would be better off trying to spread some love, not war / cause war is something Pizza has been waiting for. I tell you this, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Hands, with his blaster under the table pointing dead at Greedy. Yo, yes, I bet you have. Greedy. Yo. Any last words besides requesting me to tell your mama to get out her black dress and make all the necessary arrangements? Hands. Yeah, only that when you get to hell, tell the devil that Hands sent you. Bloom. Greedy. Yo dropped dead face first on the table with smoke coming out of his back. Hands slowly gets up. The other customers in the cantina not real giving a crap, but only curious about how the poor caught it. He walks past the bartender and throws some money in his direction. Hands, sorry about the mess. Bartender, who was that? Hands, an employee I had to let go. SC29 EXT space. Several bow ties approach the Deadly Star, again. SC30 int. Deadly Star control room. VAC, her resistance to the mind probe was considerable. Whack. VAC, hey. Tarpon, we already knew that. Oily, haha. Whack. An imperious officer interrupts the meeting. Officer, the final checkout is complete. All systems are operational. What course shall we set? Tarpon, perhaps she would respond to an alternative form of persuasion. VAC, taking her Barbies away? Tarpon, no, I've got a better idea. I think it is time we demonstrate the full power of this station. Set your course for all drained. Trooper, with pleasure. VAC, what are we going to do when we get there? Tarpon, well, if she doesn't tell us where her base is, we'll blow it up. VAC, wait a minute. I thought that super laser would be used for mining and urban renewal. Whack. Tarpon, you're really beginning to try my patience. Go clean out the kitchen and you can go home. Vac, yippee. Vacuous turns and runs down the hall, excited. Tarpon, he just wasn't ever cut out to be a Sith Lord. Size. SC31 EXT Patity, most easy, street. C. Stinkio and R2 Detour are standing in a doorway. Stinkio, lock the door, R2. Several imperious stomptroopers moved down the street. Stomp 1, check the door. Stomp 2, it's locked. Stomp 1, so? Break it down. Stinkio, OS, you can't do that. You need a search warrant to break into a private residence. Stomp 1, what are you, kidding? We're with the Empire. We can do whatever we want. Stinky, OS, actually, I am well conversed in over 6 million useless factoids, and I happen to know that imperious stomptroopers cannot enter a locked residence, commandeer a vehicle, redecorate their quarters, or eat meat on Tuesdays without the express written consent of the local governor. Stomp 2, the restrictions on entering do not apply if we have reasonable cause. And I think the droids are in there. Stinkio, OS, well, they aren't. Stomp 2, disappointed, they aren't? Stinky, OS, nope. Sorry. ARTOO, OS, beep whistle chirp. Stomp 1, what was that? Whack. Stinky, OS, quiet, you malfunctioning astropop droid. To the stomptroopers, nothing. It was the cat. One of the stomptroopers reaches into his pocket and pulls out a thick book. He starts looking through the pages. Stomp 2, he's right, sir. It's right here in the So You Want to Be a Stomptrooper, the handbook. The stomptroopers mull over the book. Stomp 1, damn. All right, let's go. They leave. The door opens, and Stinky looks out the doorway. Stinky, I would much rather have gone with Master Marcus than stayed here with you. Speaking of which, why the hey are we by ourselves? Shouldn't we be with him? R2 beeps something. Stinky, no, they already left the bar, remember? We saw them on the way out. There's no reason we should be by ourselves. R2 beeps something. Stinky, oh, switch off. SC32EXT, Patootie, most easy alleyway used speeder lot. Bin there and Marcus stand haggling in a used speeder lot with a tall, insect-like creature. Marcus, all right, fine, give it to me. He takes several coins from the vendor. Marcus, can't, look at this. Ever since the XP38 came out, they just aren't in demand. Bin, stop whining. I tried to tell you it would be easier not to sell your speeder, but no, you had to do it this way. Marcus, look, I don't care how much money we would have gotten, I'm not going to prostitute myself in some swooper bar. Bin, oh, stop being such a baby. Haven't you ever heard of sacrificing yourself for the greater good? Marcus is grumbling, we got enough money this way, didn't we? Besides, you know GL wouldn't have let us do that. He wants it to be a kiddie flick. Bin and Marcus walk down a dusty alleyway towards the spaceport. A Sith probe droid, a darkly clad alien follows them through the streets of Most Easy. SC33 int. Docking Bay 94, day. Pizza the Hut and several alien bounty hunters lurk outside the Millennium Fountain, Han's ship. Pizza, subtitled, Hands. Come out of there, Hands. Hands, squinting, Pizza? That you? The goons whirl around to see Hans standing behind them. When he realizes they're all looking at him, he quickly stops squinting and grins confidently. Hans, I've been waiting for you. Say, if I wait longer than 30 minutes, don't I get my debt paid off for free? Pizza, Hans, my boy, you disappoint me. You know that's Domino's policy, not mine. And why did you have to fry poor greedy? Hans, I'd give you 3 guesses, but then you'd make a fool out of yourself in front of your goons. He pulled a gun on me. What was I supposed to do, sue him for creating a hostile workplace? Pizza, Hans, my boy, I can't make exceptions. What would I do if every smuggler who ran goods for me dropped their shipment at the first sign of Imperials? Hans, you think I had a choice? Pizza, Hans, you hadn't even left the planet. You were flying over a city, and you threw all your cargo out. Hans, I saw a stormtrooper. Pizza, where? Hans, walking down a street. Pizza, so you decided to throw your cargo out? Hans, even I lose cargo sometimes. Pizza, sometimes? Hans, you've never delivered a single shipment. Hans, it's not my fault. Look, I got a nice easy charter. I'll pay you back, plus a little extra. Pizza, all right, Hans. But just this once. Hans, grinning, Pizza, you're a wonderful human being. All the aliens look quizzically at Hans. Pizza, what are you talking about? Hans, well, you know, this. It's so nice of you. Pizza, no, I mean, why did you call me a human being? Are you blind? I'm a hut. Hans squints and looks closely at Pizza. He quickly straightens up. Hans, yeah, I know. I was just joking around. Right, Chunky? He laughs nervously. Chunky growls something. All the aliens start laughing. Hans' face turns red. Hans, I told you never to tell anybody that. Pizza, laughing, you need glasses? The remark starts a fresh wave of laughter among the bounty hunters. Hans, I can see just fine. Mumbling, things just get a little blurry, that's all. Pizza, still laughing, let me see 'em. Come on, let me see 'em. After much persuading, Hans finally pulls out his glasses and puts them on. They have thick black frames and incredibly thick lenses, making Hans' eyes look big when he puts them on. Several of the bounty hunters collapse on the floor with laughter. Hans, shut up. Come on, Chunky, let's get on the ship. Pizza stops laughing long enough to shout out. Pizza, see you later, Four Eyes. Chunky starts laughing, too. Hans shoots him a betrayed look. Hans, traitor. SC34EXT, docking port entry alleyway. Marcus is Bin, and the droids walk down the alley towards the entrance, where Chunkalunk waits for them. Bin, if the ship's as fast as he's boasting, we ought to do well. Whack. Bin, hey. Marcus, snickering, been waiting to do that. Behind the group, the Sith probe droid the darkly clad figure steps aside and begins speaking into a comlink. SC-35 int. Most easy spaceport, docking bay 94. Chunkalunk leads the group down a set of stairs, where the Millennium Fountain sits. Rust covers every surface, and several components are held together by bungee cords. Marcus, what a piece of junk. Hands, she'll make 0.5 past light speed. Bin there stares at hands. Hands, well, 0.4. Bin there keeps staring. Hands, look, speed's not important, all right? She's got it where it counts. Marcus, and where is that? Hands, look, we're a little pressed for time, so why don't you all get aboard? Marcus, Bin, the droids, and Chunkalunk enter the fountain. Hands waits until they've all gotten onto the ship. Glancing around to make sure no one's watching him, he puts on his glasses and looks at the fountain. Hands, man, it is a piece of junk. Shaking his head, Hands takes off his glasses and heads for the ship. As he's halfway up the ramp, it suddenly slams shut, throwing Hands inside. SC-36 int.